Hey, everybody, welcome to the Play Too Much Sessions. My name is Brad Wagner. I'm your host. I'm here in Manhattan, as always, and we're lucky enough to be joined from Austin, Texas by Johnny Chops. Johnny Chops, thanks for being here.
What's up? How's it going?
It's good, man. It's good. It's extra good for you. We'll dive into this later on in the broadcast, but you just wrapped an actual show for real people last night in New Braunfels, Texas, which is amazing. What a novel thing for a musician to do, to play a show in front of people.
Man, it was like kind of scary to be honest with you. I haven't done it in so long. I almost forgot what it's like to play in front of live people.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm sure that at maybe 3 songs in, that the rust was knocked off, and it felt good to be back in the saddle. We appreciate you doing this virtual show right here. We're going to hear 4 songs of yours. 2 of them are going to be from the upcoming EP, Yours, Mine, and the Truth. One of the singles from that EP is out in the world right now, My Own Piece of Heaven, that exists. And I think we're going to hear an unreleased one, as well as we are also going to hear a couple of fan favorites from previous projects. What do you feel like doing first today?
I think I'm gonna do one called Tombstone Flowers. This is from one of my previous records that came out in 2018.
All right.
I know that it's over, and you got to keep looking forward. But if you could just lend me a little bit of your time, I don't ask for much. A little taste of wine and the occasional touch, but since it all went south, I got a sinking feeling and a creeping doubt you're moving on. Your love for me is gone. The only thing that a dead man wants is some tombstone flowers in the place he haunts. He don't need a house, just a little bit of room in your heart. Maybe an hour in the afternoon if you need someone to tell your troubles to. Don't let the 6 feet of earth keep us apart. It's a lonely place. These old graveyard crows ain't got nothing to say. I messed up. That liquor store clerk wasn't getting held up that day. I threw it all away. The only thing that a dead man wants is some tombstone flowers in the place he haunts. He don't need a house, just a little bit of room in your heart. Maybe an hour in the afternoon if you need someone to tell your troubles to. Don't let the 6 feet of earth keep us apart. I know that it's over, and you got to keep looking forward. But if you could just lend me a little bit of your time, yeah. Well, the only thing that a dead man wants is some tombstone flowers in the place he haunts. He don't need a house, just a little bit of room in your heart. Maybe an hour in the afternoon if you need someone to tell your troubles to. Don't let the 6 feet of earth keep us apart. I said don't let the 6 feet of earth keep us apart. Yeah, some tombstone flowers and 6 feet of earth keep us apart. Thanks
Thank
very
you,
much.
Johnny.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. So these songs are I've been listening to the records quite a bit this week, and I mean I think that they hold up very well in a solo acoustic version as well. What did
Thanks,
the
man.
yeah, dude? What did it look like last night? Were you playing very similarly to this, or did you have were there band members? Was it like a full band show last night?
It was actually a song swap, so it was me and another songwriter, so it was just the two of us on stage.
Okay.
And it was fairly like socially distant. We didn't have a big crowd. I still think there's some people are a little shy about going out. Like
Yeah, I
me.
mean, rightfully so. It probably does make sense. I've seen a couple in New York, but they've all been like spray painted pods on a big grass
Yeah.
area where you're 6 feet apart. It does feel weird, but I think that it was done safely. I'm sure that your show last night was done safely as well.
Yeah, it was a little light. They're not as cautious in New Braunfels as they are in New York, I don't think. They're
Okay.
a little bit they're kind of over it. It's sort of the thing that you hear, and it's like, oh, okay. I'm not going to comment on that, but I'm glad they're having shows, and everybody was fine. Nobody was squished up on anybody or anything like that, and it was really good to play, man.
Yeah, I mean, did it take a couple of songs before the muscle memory kicked back in, or do you feel like you dove straight back into it, or was it a minute before you
Oh man,
kind
my
of
first
adjusted?
song was terrible. I was like flubbing notes, and like it took me a full song to like kind of relax, just do it. So yeah, it was fine, and I kind of figured it was gonna be that way. I actually picked sometimes I have like little warm up songs I'll put at the front of the set list for shows like that I kind
One
of
of
know.
the deep cuts, or
It's something I've played like for years. That's just normally just a muscle memory kind of song.
Yeah. Nice. Well, dude, I'm glad that you had that experience. I mean, that is a uncommon experience. I mean, it was really nice to be able to check somebody's website and see something other than there are no shows coming up. The
Right.
fact that there's just one is great. Hopefully we're rounding some kind of a corner with the vaccine being. I mean, I don't know any kind of statistics. Hopefully we are rounding a corner and get to see that sooner than later. I mean, it's so important. As much as I do enjoy doing these virtually, there's no comparison.
Right.
You got to go out and drink a beer and sweat and hang out, and so cool. I'm glad that you got to do that last night. And there's a lot more of your music to be shared with the internet right now, man. What do you feel like doing second today?
I'm gonna do the latest single. I think this one came out back in October, and we made a little video for it. It's called "My Own Piece of Heaven." Go check it out on my YouTube page, or it's out there on the interwebs. I'll admit it, I get lazy from time to time. The trees in my yard need trimming, and the grass is a little too high. Sometimes I forget it, but this neck of the woods ain't bad. It's easy to find, but it's hidden. And at the end of the day, I'm glad I stumbled on my own piece of heaven. And I don't know why I'm always trying to fly away. I got all that I need right in front of me, so I guess the only question is why would I leave my own piece of heaven? It isn't perfect, it ain't a mansion on a hill. New coat of paint wouldn't hurt it, but there's a perfect space me I can always go back home. I don't know why I'm always trying to fly away. I got all that I need right in front of me, so I guess the only question is why would I leave my own piece of heaven? Why should I leave my own piece of heaven?
Nice one.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Thanks so much.
And the internet too, man. Caroline Stussy of internet fame of the Facebook says, love that tune, Chops.
Oh, Caroline, what's up? Thank you.
Hey, Caroline, it's good to see you here. I love that tune, and the video also, man. It seemed like a total blast to make it, man. It was like you it looked delightful to ride through a neighborhood on a bike, delivering papers, somebody barbecuing, somebody painting a fence, and just yeah, it looked like a ton of fun. Like, do you take a concept for a video to a director and say, this is what I want to do, or do you hand off a song to somebody and say, what do you think, and go from there? Or how does that process work for you?
Well, I sit down across from myself and I say, self, what do you think about this video idea? And usually myself likes it, and we come to an agreement on the payment, and we start working on it.
So that's yours then? Did you direct it? Is that fully your production?
It's fully my production, other than the camera work. A good buddy of mine, his name is Brian Manone. He's a videographer here in town. He's done some videos for some friends of mine, and he's just a badass camera dude. Also a director too. I took the idea to him and I said, hey man, can you help me make this? Because my camera ability, my creative ability is pretty good. I can come up with some concepts and ideas and organize them, but behind the camera, I'm still learning. So he did all the shots, but I actually edited it. I produced everything. I set everybody up and kind of picked all where we wanted to do it and everything. And I love that process. I'm actually in that process right now for the next song that's coming out.
Nice. Is that public information which song is coming out next, or is that under wraps for the time
I haven't
being?
announced it yet, but I mean, it's called Trouble with the Truth. And it's going to be way different than the last video. It'll be like stylistically different. The atmosphere is different. The song is completely different. It'll be like a 180 from the last one.
Nice. Well, dude, I highly recommend everybody, if you have not seen the video yet, please continue to watch this session. And then as soon as this session wraps, go check out the video for My Own Piece of Heaven. It's delightful. And who are the woman who was painting the fence and the dude who was barbecuing? Are they Austin musicians? They look so familiar, and I can't place it, but I think I've met those people before. Maybe I'm just making that up.
You probably have. So the girl painting the fence, her name is Tricky Jones. She is a singer and an actress here in town.
Yeah.
She sang in a group called T-Bird and the Breaks.
That's
you heard
it.
Them?
Yeah. I think I
Badass,
saw
like,
him at
soul group.
Stay Gold like forever ago, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
My memory is not perfect, but yes, she definitely. I mean, she's a memorable looking person. She's in there somewhere.
Yeah, we actually went to college together down in San Marcos, and
Okay.
I hadn't talked to her in years, and I was casting it, and she came up in my Facebook feed or something. I was like, oh yes, that's who I need, and she did a great job. She was so awesome.
Yeah.
And then the other guy is Garrett Mann. He plays with Statesboro Review. He plays with the Razors sometimes as well.
Nice. Well, dude, it was very, very well done. I cannot wait to see what you do with the next one. And there's still a lot more. Let's see. We've got a good crowd. Cindy Sherwood Soliday is here from the internet, singing from just down the street.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Kimberly is still here. Hey, Kimberly. And there's a lot more, man. What do you feel like doing next today?
Well, I'm going to do the new one, man. This is going to be coming out. I haven't picked a release date yet for it because we're still nailing, like I said, Actually, later today, I'm going to go set something on fire for this video that we're doing for this song. So I'm kind
Nice.
of excited about that. I went and bought a fire extinguisher and everything. So it's going to be kind of cool. But this one's called Trouble with the Truth. It's going to be the next single. I don't have a date on it yet because we want to get all of our assets kind of nailed down. But it'll be in the next, hopefully, month or month and a half.
Nice. All right.
Never comes around when you want it, and it's gone too soon. When the story is simple and honest, tell it to an empty room. If your destination is lonely, go ahead and put it to use. It can't always fix what's broken. That's the trouble with the truth. When it's right underneath the surface, it can cut you deep. It's worse when it's not on purpose and the laughs are cheap. Bury it under a mountain on the dark side of the moon. You can't always see it coming. That's the trouble with the truth. Alibis can satisfy today, but if you wait one way or another, it'll go up in smoke and flames. You might think that you want it every time. If your heart was holding a promise, love was a lie, you might reconsider. But would you still want proof? It's not always a happy ending. That's the trouble with the truth. That's the trouble with the truth.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't do a lot of sad songs, but every now and again.
Well, dude, that's another one that translates very well to the solo acoustic setting. I've been listening to I've got fancy press access to the studio version of that, and have been listening to it quite a bit
right on,
lately,
man. Cool.
which has been awesome. Can you talk a little bit about compare and contrast what people can expect from the studio version of the song versus the solo acoustic rendition that you just played today?
Yeah. The arrangement is the same, but there's some really cool layers that we put on that one. I actually started it out the way we produced it with my producer, David Abeda. I recorded the acoustic and the vocals right here and sent it to him. And he layered in drums, electric guitars, some other little sneaky things. And so it's got this kind of to me, like I wanted to do the whole video underwater because I feel like it's got this like swirly, like I'm kind of sinking feeling in the audio. It's some cool echo, some like splashy cymbals that kind of float around. It's real vibey and real like something you'd probably want to listen to like late at night with a glass of wine or something.
Yeah. Dude, do you know, definitely a little bit tangenty and a little bit off topic, kind of not though. There is someplace in Texas, I'm pretty sure there is a very abandoned, flooded town where it was flooded. Like everybody was evacuated from the town. And so there's like full on, there's like stop signs and it's a town, but it's, 12 feet underwater or something like that.
I think I know what you're talking about. It's funny that you say that because I've been looking for abandoned buildings to shoot this video in. And I feel like that came across my search at one point, and I can't remember the name of it, but I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the technicality of shooting, I think the clarity sucks. I think it's like really muddy and difficult to see anything, but it's creepy and strange to see a full on snapshot of a city. It's just completely underwater.
I would love to see that, man. I'm going to have to look into it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, dude, this has been a total pleasure, and it still is. We've still got, let's see, Brian from the internet. Wait a minute. We know Brian Manone.
Hey, Brian, what's up, buddy?
Yeah. You have been mentioned by name, previously in this session. Kimberly's still here. Hey, Kimberly. Love this one, Johnny Chops. And there's one more coming up. What do you feel like playing last today?
Well, I think I'm gonna end on a happy note. Let's do something that's kind of a little bit more upbeat and fun because it is Friday. This is from my first record. I like to end my shows with this one because it's one of my favorite songs I've written, and it's a feel-gooder. And yeah, it's called Heartbreak Goodbye. It's from my first record called Sticks and Stones, which was my first time to ever really do my own record before. I'd always only been a sideman on records, which if you ever want an essay on like how much you learn going from that world to this world is much different. And
that other world is active, right? I mean, as active as anybody can be during pandemic times. What is going on with Randy Rogers' band right now? I mean, are there any real live shows on the horizon, or how have you guys been staying active?
Man, we've done a few things. So back in the fall, Texas kind of halfway opened, and we did a handful of shows, which was super awesome. That kind of like floated us through, which is what is normally a slow time in our business anyway, in January and stuff. So we've done a few shows here and there. I know Randy's been doing a few acoustic and kind of private shows, real small, kind of limited capacity events. And we're all kind of keeping in touch. We were having like regular Zoom meetings for a while just to like make sure everybody was still alive. But we have some shows coming up I think in March. We actually have some confirmed dates. I don't know if I can announce them yet, but we do have shows in the spring coming, which I'm super excited about.
Yeah, man, that's got to feel good.
Definitely.
Nice. Well, dude, maybe we cross paths, man. I'm gonna be in Austin in the second week of March. So if that happens to coincide, man, maybe we'll see what happens.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
I'll be down there.
Definitely. Even if you just need directions to the best Mexican food joint or whatever, hit me up.
All right, that is a deal. We will do that definitely. And we've got this one last song coming up, man. We'd love to hear what is last today.
Cool. This one's called Heartbreak Goodbye. Put away the keys and maybe open up the locks on the doors. Drop a little change in your pocket and get ready to roll. Grab a little rhythm in a hurry. Shuffle your feet till your vision gets blurry. Keep a little pressure on the pedal till she starts to roll. Slide the seat back until you feel it easing up your soul. You don't need money if it's all been spent. Shake it like that, it's gonna pay your rent. Come on. Come on, yeah. Heartbreak, goodbye. Leaving in the morning and it ain't no lie. Cool breeze, sunshine, heal my pain and ease my mind. So maybe when you're ready to pick yourself up and go, then it's heartbreak, goodbye. Heartbreak, goodbye. Whiskey in the bottle by the sip is just a way to get it going. A way to get a shiver in your spine until the blood starts flowing. All you gotta do is keep it steady. Keep it in the pocket until she's ready. Come on. Come on, yeah. Heartbreak, goodbye. Leaving in the morning and it ain't no lie. Cool breeze, sunshine, heal my pain and ease my mind. So maybe when you're ready to pick yourself up and go, then it's heartbreak, goodbye. Heartbreak, goodbye. Now it's time to get out from behind the bars and rattle your chains. Light a fire under anybody else that gets in your way. Hold on tight and don't quit it. Over and over, baby, till you get it. Come on. Come on, yeah. Heartbreak, goodbye. Leaving in the morning and it ain't no lie. Cool breeze, sunshine, heal my pain and ease my mind. So maybe when you're ready to pick yourself up and go, then it's heartbreak, goodbye. Heartbreak, goodbye, yeah. There it is.
All right, there it is.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, man.
Thank
you for spending your Friday. It's your afternoon for us both. Thank you for spending your Friday afternoon here. Cheers to you. I've got a water right now, but it's just about time to
Hey, yeah,
change
right.
change this into a more adult beverage. I think it's
Cheers.
the right time on the East Coast anyway to get into it. This has been really cool, man. Thank you very much, and I will absolutely be in touch when I'm in your neighborhood in March. And thanks everybody. Kimberly is stoked. The internet is stoked. So we're glad that you guys have tuned in. And yeah, we'll stay tuned for when the next one is out, and the whole collection of songs, yours, mine, and the truth, will be out in its entirety at some point this year. But thank you for the one that's out in the world, My Own Piece of Heaven, and the preview of the one that's just about to come out. Man, this has been a whole lot of fun, dude. I appreciate it very much.
Thank you for having me, man. I had a blast. I appreciate it.
All right, man. Enjoy the rest of your Friday.
You too.
All right. See ya.